Who is Haruto's father? Why was Haruka so far away from home? And what did she do there? Kiryu heads out to Onomichi to discover the answers. But Hiroshima is a land of contrasts. Lively, yet abandoned. Bright, yet shadowy. And in these shadows, Kiryu will discover a Yakuza organization that would kill to protect its secrets. But Kiryu is not the type of man to be intimidated.
Oi. なんじゃあまり時間がねえ。早いとこ済ませてんだがな。行くぞ。
普通の人とは違うオーラがあるからね。にしてください。生きるか死ぬかの怪我だ。
どういうことだ、はるか。カムロ町にいたのか。またこの町に帰ってきちまったか。
けどこの話にはまだ続きがある。
なんだと。
事故に遭った時、車が突っ込んでくるのを見たはるかが、自分のことはお構いなしに体を張って守ったものがある。
まさかそんな。
この子は遥の子だ。
なら父親は、この子の父親は誰なんだ。ハルトの価値ってのは何だ。あの子の父親は一体誰なんだ。ハルカの息子を守ってやるのは今。
Hello out there. Sound check. Sound check as always. Big sure. IT was in here messing around with the settings again. You never can tell. Hi, Mom. How dare you? You can get in, give us a shout. Let us know if you can hear us. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. It's a little later than we usually are, I guess, because they were doing the, what's it called? The Make Love Not War. Oh, okay. Out of Europe. Our friends over at Company Heroes guys. Total War? No, it's for Company Heroes. Company Heroes 2. Wouldn't that? Okay. I think. I checked it out a little bit. But yeah, they were on their planet doing that hardcore RTS thing that those guys do. That but that's the thing. Yeah. So that's the thing about Sega, man. We do so much. There's so much. There's Sega a lot going on all over the world. And we're here. We want to promote them. We hope they think the same thing about us. So we're all on a big family. So yeah. Well, shout out to our friends over there. Over in Europe, working on this stuff. So we might run a little bit shorter today because we're starting late. Yeah, we do have work to do. Actual work to do. Meetings. What do you know? We actually have to do more than stream apparently. But yeah. Happy Friday, everyone. This is the Yakuza stream. So Roman's in here. I'm. Is that how you say your name? Is that Roman? Romaine. Like the lettuce. My name's Sam Mullen, senior localization producer here over at Sega Atlas. Sega Atlas, whatever we are. I'm Scott. Also that, except just localization music. Do the Yakuza stuff and many other things. So we're going to probably, like Scott said, we're going to run a little short today, but we got a lot to talk about. Definitely. So we are in Yakuza Kiwami, and Kiryu here is ready to pick up Haruka to go look for Mizuki, who we've discovered is Yumi's sister. The plot thickens. Okay, so Kick is here. We're all here, and the crowd has assembled. Awesome. Yes, Haruka, let's go to Eris. So, what's going on? So last week we talked about the art show. We got some stuff for our show. So bombs about that art show. Some crazy stuff on our show. We'll get into that a little bit later. What else? We start streaming this game. What? Online. So you're kind of like streaming 6. Yeah, I'm not this game. Sorry, 6. Well, you don't want to spoil yourself. This whole conversation is new to Kiwami. This is some of the stuff that they've been doing to kind of tie back to Zero. If you let this conversation go, it goes even further than most people probably let it, because you get an hour before more finishes. So what do? You just gonna let her talk. You just gotta hang out and just listen. Yeah. What did you learn from sticking around? Why you lost all this money? Oh, it actually goes a little bit into that. It goes into that? Oh, that's great. I mean, it doesn't give too many details. He's just like, I don't know, I'm just not rich anymore. I guess I was at the time. He was so rich he bought a gold statue of himself. And half the city. Do you think that's actually canon? 100% yeah. You would have to city. Is that part of the reason why he's dragged? I guess. I don't know. It's really canon that you even have the city. That's incredible. I mean, it's the real estate firm is canon. I don't know how much it is that the real estate firm owned half the city. This is an interesting interaction too. You're absolutely failing to get this right. Let's run hard. Conversation on, give you guys a little peek behind the scenes. The conversation going on right now is that behind the scenes is that you and I are speaking louder than set up sound. We're just a loud bunch. I guess. Okay. Some crazy shot. Oh, okay. So wait, there's mics that do. Oh, Oh, okay.
父に代わってお詫びします。
This will be really boring.
だから
We're actually like shouty speaker types on stage in charge.
本当にお父さんなんだね。
Um,
お父さん。あんた、いい娘さん持ったね。
so you've been talking about how like you need to show up and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know,
もういい
man.
ですか？
I feel like he should have been there already. Like again, I don't even like know all the hooks for like what kind of triggers all this stuff. I mean, we're still in chapter 4. I guess it's possible that my memory.
I mean, I know that everyone gets hung up. You know, there's that one spot in the game where like you've got to do a thing, and until you do that, it's like he hears like maybe once or twice, and then some sort of like flag triggers, or something happens, and if you don't trigger this flag, he like disappears for the rest of the game to figure it out.
Yeah.
Is it the movie thing, or is it like
The Kiwami thing, people have a lot of trouble triggering her because they don't understand where to,
毎月ひ
like,
ま
how
わ
to
り
do
に
that. But once you get the email, I'm pretty sure you can
弓に
go
変わ
to
った様子はなかったか
Jeweler Shine
変わった
and you
様
get
子？
that to happen. But if you're at a certain point in the game where he's hiding in a cone,
yeah? That's the thing.
That will not happen.
It's him hiding in the cone that
Yeah.
gets everyone tripped up.
Yeah.
ここだよ、おじさん。
So she's gonna go meet her. Oh, I guess her.
yeah,
So where would she?
we're looking for
この中に店を構えるなん
Who
て
is?
簡単にできることじゃない
Yumi's sister
きっとお母さん頑張ったんだよ。
and connected to the theft of the
こんな
10
に
billion
高い
yen.
建物登ったことないよ。上からはどんな景色が見えるのかな。
カムロ町どころか東京中が一望できるだろうな
すごいな、お母さん。
So I know that there's like this whole hanging out like mechanic.
さっき警官に呼び止められた
It got moved to pretty much premium adventure.
よくとっさにあんな嘘を
I think
思
you
い
used
つ
to be able
い
to do
た
it at the post game is like before you go to the last boss, but that just all got moved.
知らない人から見たら別におかしくないでしょ。
Premium adventure.
大した名演技だったぜ
Maybe not.
将来は
Not sure.
女優になれるかもしれないな
Maybe you could be on stage when you grow up, Karaka.
しかし
No
い
foreshadowing
つの間
there.
にかそんな年になっちまってたのか子分ならまだしも小学生の子供か想像もつかねえな
Yeah.
古文の方
I
が
guess this
想
was
像
like one of the
つ
major
か
assets
な
they
い
had
よ。
built for Kiwami though.
Yeah.
Because it just didn't exist in Zero. So put some effort into it. Good.
Sorry. She gets so ah! Don't bump into Haruka. This probably just picture Kiryu just like going all down the buttons.
ちょっといい？
何してるんだ
おじさん、60回押して。
ああ 驚い
Boosters here.
た暗証番号か
Man, all these
お
Scar
母さん
players.
がね、
So the guys are wondering about the audio, the big change I think we made to the audio is that we switched from like
The PlayStation camera.
This
was the
PlayStation
problem.
camera.
It was picking us up, and we were literally using that as our audio instead of like this fancy mic that
So we
hit us on the head. the
so
other day.
we switched over to a fancy mic, but we're still in the process of like getting the mic just to like.
Right.
That's we're in the process. So we appreciate you guys like.
Are we still like? What's that? What's the wrong?
It sounds like people like the audio from the camera better than the mic.
Oh, interesting.
So we just gotta.
That's stupid. Not that you guys think it's stupid, but the fact that you
It
guys.
just means that there's something that's set up wrong.
大した店だ
It's really hard
バ
to
ブルの頃でも見たことねえよ
streaming.
バブル？
そのなんだ
It is
景気が良くて
with this guy.
Definitely.
日本中みんな金持ちだった頃だ
Kind of a bubble.
それじゃあおじさんもお金持ちだったの？
そうだったかもしれねえな
About the pre-order?
今じゃ全部
Ah, we're gonna go into this.
This is a big thing.
I'm so anxious to talk about the pre-order. I set up a whole thing
お
for
母さん、手紙でね、自分のお店が持て
it.
る
Watch
こと
this. Watch this
す
thing.
ごく喜ん
This is
で
when
た。
what's his face comes out. Hayashi.
Yeah.
テーブルとか食器とか全部お母さんが選んだんだと思う。
He's like,
In Yakuza 2, he comes back, and it's interesting because they actually like they flash back to
過ぎず
Yakuza 1 with Hayashi, and they improved his Kansai accent in the flashback in Yakuza 2. Oh no.
大丈夫だよ。だってユミお姉ちゃんのお友達なんでしょ。お母さんもきっとサービスしてくれるよ。
Oh, he comes back in Dead Souls 2, apparently.
Yes, yes. I think the spin-offs as well. Ryan, you know you killed our fan, right?
Yeah. it's like rubber bands and bubblegum over here, guys.
Yeah, really, really.
The TV magic with the silver screen and all that kind of stuff makes it all look super fancy. We're just barely holding it together over here.
わかんないよ、そんなの。
Oh, you want me? I mean, I am kind of talking away from the mic, aren't I?
どうしても迎えに来ることができないって。
This is kind of weird though. Like, so this is like Mitsuki's bar or whatever, right? Isn't that supposed to be her thing? Like, what? She's got this establishment on top of it.
Yeah, now I'm getting confused. Is this Yumi's bar or Mizuki's bar?
これをくれたの。でもその時思った。私本当にもうお母さんと会えなくなるかもしれないって。
The sound of footsteps in Yakuza is always so good. They really do a good job, like making sure multiple people have footsteps and imitating the ground.
So this has been reviewed for this.
Yeah, I think for Kiwami they reused the Revio part of Yakuza 2, in which his Kansai dialect was improved.
It's good. It's good.
Awkward.
We'll wait. His granny. Date, like, it's not a good time, bro.
So hold up, guys. Hold up.
My boy Date is calling.
The cops are calling.
Everyone's loving the.
Oh yeah. That was a classic line. Oh, we should have kept it. Kind of should have kept it, but it was so. This is why we retranslated that line and why we literally didn't trust that localization, because he doesn't call him an arrogant. He just doesn't. I
was actually thinking about that. It would be kind of fun to like play the original Yakuza, just like, you know, really dig in on like some of the decisions and like dissect it from like a translator.
Yeah.
It could be really interesting to give everyone a little different perspective. Like, oh, I can see why they did that, or like, oh, I wonder if they were trying to do this.
Right. Yeah. It's tough to play those PS2 games now, though.
It is.
Which is why the Kiwami game exists.
We did it.
And there it was. It was more killing than arrogant. Mother effer. I asked you. He's got the moves.
He's a monster.
I want to say he has a Baba skill set from White 5.
So the characters. To explain it, these characters when he fights shining.
Right.
Does that have a beneath it?
No, it's just I think that make sure that you can differentiate the boss from Zako.
You guys know that word, Zako? Scott knows that word because I keep throwing it around.
That's old school, man. You gotta know that word. Like, you get into localization, that's just a thing that happens.
Yeah. So Zako is like the Japanese equivalent of like a red shirt. We would call them red shirts, and like in English call them red shirts, like useful characters. Zako literally means like minnow in Japanese. And it's just like little nothings. And it's a word that goes back to like the first video games. So they refer to like, you know, like in shmups when you're playing like top-down like like seeds or whatever. And there's the little enemies that you can just pop with one little hit.
Zaku's.
They're called Zaku's. They're like little fish.
So all the stuff that's like, call them ads, I guess, if you're really into MMOs, things that things that are not the boss.
Yeah.
That's just kind of the general term that gets thrown around about it.
Mobs, or just things that run around. That's a word you guys should use that. Try to use that word in a sentence today. That's your homework. Exactly.
Oh no, you don't. I feel like once you kind of get the ability to kind of move around the boss in Yakuza, that's when the battle system really kind of unlocks for you. Like I think a lot of people struggle with the idea that hitting these dudes like head on, yeah, that's going to be a problem. And the idea is to get around.
And here's the kind of the weird thing about Yakuza is that you can play that way, but it's like you're like running into a wall, and the game feels like.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we always hate to say, we hate to use that word like you're not playing it right. Like that's It's like in game design and whatnot. If you're a game designer and you watch a person play the game design and your reaction's like, and they don't like it, you're like, well, it's good enough, right?
You've made a bad game.
It means your game has been poorly explained to you.
Right.
So in this game, it does try to kind of get you to like use the lateral movement a little bit, but some people say that that's not rewarded well enough. Yakuza really, you start using the lateral movement, moving around the character, and using the environment. That's good.
Yeah. A lot of people I found that don't use the R1 lock stuff.
God, what was that, man? Did you see that he just spin was like throat punch, like Neo throat punch. That action right there.
Yeah. The R1 lock on is actually kind of crucial. It's not a lock. It's a really kind of a soft lock, and it's meant to be that way. It's not meant to be like, I'm going to lock onto this dude and never leave. It really does allow you like that mobility, and that's how you really help kind of get around dudes like that. That was a rough battle. I didn't like drag it out. Didn't feel like a knockdown.
Yeah, I remember when I first started playing these games. I remember the Hayashi. The reason I remember Hayashi is because like that guy was kind of a knockdown drag out. I don't claim to be a particularly skilled Yakuza player. I was like playing I always talk to Scott about Lao Kalong because in Yakuza 3 I got to that guy and I'm just like F this guy. And then Scott's been like, oh, there's some dude who like no hit killed that guy, and I'm like,
yeah, there's a great video of
I'm like, what?
Kiwami like on Legend. I think it's probably a premium adventure game playthrough though. Like somebody who just no hit kills Lao Kalong, and I'm like, yeah, I can't do that.
So what's going on here? So Nishiki's sister needs a heart transplant.
Correct.
いくらかかるんです。いや、いくらかかってもいい。それで優子が助かるならやってくれ。日吉先生。お金の件は分かりました。
日吉。
ただそのためには適合するドナーが現れるのを待たなければなりません。それに運よく見つかったとしても順番待ちがあります。移植を受けられるまで。
We actually had a long conversation about whether or not we needed to throw his name into that little like tag, right? And at the end of the day, we chose not to because it's going to come up, and it was such a tight shot.
Yeah,
it wouldn't have been on long enough.
Yeah,
this is the conversations we have.
Yeah, we had to work it in there because later in the game, there's a flashback where it shows that again.
And I think we did put it in there.
Yeah, So we're like, how do we balance this to at least attempt to draw the person together?
そりゃなんだって臓器ブローカーの存在をご存知ですか？え？はあ、聞いたことはあるけどまさか私からそういう仕事をしている人間にことはできます。ただその場合手術費用とは別にまとまったお金が必要です。
Oh man.
3000万。
Hook, line, and sinker.
I've heard him say that so many times because we had all the numbers wrong for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, I think we originally had that as like 300 grand. I'm like, Nishiki, that doesn't seem like that much. I think you could do it. And like someone, I forget, I think it was Sam. It was like finally called out that it was like, wait, someone translated that as 300 grand, and like that triggered actually like this whole like go check all the numbers in the game, and they were all wrong.
Yeah. So Sanzenman is 300 grand in dollars.
Right.
It's 300 grand in dollars. So it's going to cost him $300,000.
I was like, Nishiki, you made that in like 10 days. You're fine. Yeah. And then he was like, oh, 30 million yen.
3000万どうしても必要なんだやり方はお前に任せるだから頼む力を貸してくれ松重
This is his
That's
doing what he, but this is what Nishiki is doing what he feels like he needs to do to protect his family.
Yeah,
it's about
exactly.
his family.
やり方は俺に任せるあんたそう言ったな
As part of the transformation, it's like he stops from trying to support the people around him or trying to kind of do that thing. And then he's like, no, I'm done. It's all me. It's all about me now. It's all about me.
I don't know if we'll ever get to his full-on transformation if we play long enough. Man, the hair slick back thing, it's so anime.
So someone's asking us. This is kind of following up on a question. Some of the talk we did last week. But someone's asking in chat about if hypothetically we love that's part of the whole thing is so we can talk hypotheticals with you. It's just like key chat. But hypothetically, if there was a Kiwami or like the opportunity to like reload 3 or 4, what would we change? What would we not change?
God, we would have so many conversations, guys. This is literally what our job is to have those conversations. Like, that would change. That wouldn't. Let's leave that. That's people love this line. Pull that in.
Yeah,
that kind of stuff.
Like one of the things we were talking about because we were last week. If you guys can go back and look at the archive. Last week we were playing a little bit of Nishiki from Yakuza 4, and we had this after the stream. Scott and I had this discussion about Shacho versus Mr. A.
Yeah, and we were like, Mr. A is great. That's awesome.
We kind of like Mr.
It's an awesome approach to Shacho all the time.
Yeah, Mr. A. It's very fitting. It like matches the character.
Yeah,
it works. It has the same kind of thing. Because the other version we could do is you could just throw Shacho in there and then throw up some tooltips and be like,
Shacho is the president of
the company. But I don't know. I kind of like Mr. A.
Yeah, I thought that was cute. Yeah, the Nishiki scenes helped this game so much. He was always so like, it was always so mysterious how Nishiki became what he did from Best Pro to like Evil Jerk. So yeah. What's up, Kiwa? Okay. What are you doing? No.
Kiryu. Yeah, まだ思い当たる。効率的じゃねえな。ひょっとして。
The introduction to Purgatory. This we changed too. So,
oh god, this thing.
It was just a made-up name. They just sounds cool. Like, let's call him Kage.
I'm sure that was like they had some talk about that as well.
Right, they must have.
But we had this long conversation. Like I had to like. I only had like a shaky understanding myself, but we had to like look up the whole concept of like the River Sai.
Yeah, so even Purgatory is a bit of a misnomer, but it was so iconic that we actually chose to keep Purgatory, and especially after having played Zero, you'd be used to if you hadn't played Kiwami or number 1. What was it called in Zero?
What was what called?
The Coliseum. The river Styx.
The river Styx.
Something like that, because you went under the river to go in, and there's all this imagery of essentially Purgatory type places, right? And it made way too much sense to keep Purgatory. We couldn't throw that out. But literally,
looking it up.
The River Sai is and there's a line in here that where Flores actually throws that out, like, oh, the River Sai is a thing, and like like the Sanzu River runs through it. I think he says, and you know that was like we even had to draw that kind of back to the idea of there being a river there, which was not something that really gets communicated in the word purgatory. So Sai no Kawara, or
the Sai no Kawara is literally like the riverbank of the riverside, and I think there's supposed to be some sort of imagery there that so basically these like souls of like the dead. It's kind of like the river Styx, where you like the souls of the dead kind of like gather on this riverbed, and the idea is the florist is supposed to be like the person kind of going around and like handing out tokens of whatever to people on the riverbank, and that's why he's the florist, the florist on the riverbed of the river, the Sangsu, whatever. So, but they just condensed that. They're like, oh, that's too complicated to explain, because it is.
It is. You can't throw that into the text and be like, well, we could have been a tooltip, like, at the side of car. Like, that would have been fine, but...
yeah, but we needed to get him back to being florist. Get him out of the... Because I think, is that what they started... Did they keep calling him Kage after that, or did they...
They kept Kage for a long time, and it was actually a pretty critical decision for us to drop that.
Yeah.
But, you know, they... In the Japanese, it's nothing but Hanya, 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 Hanya. So, like, we basically just drop the name and just stick with the florist.
Because that's what Haneya is, the florist.
Yeah.
Haneya is the florist. So we wanted to kind of bring that together, at risk of making it like more convoluted. Simply because it kind of the whole concept there assumes you know a little bit of the background there, you know, like so. Like imagine throwing out some River Styx things if you have no knowledge of Greek mythology or whatever. Like, you know, you'd be like, okay, what is that?
Majima has begun, guys.
Yeah,
it's on.
Like try to imagine playing like the first God of War game, like with no knowledge of any Greek mythology at all. Like, you've never heard of any of these characters. Like. That would like reduce the impact of some of the stuff, right? So it's kind of the same thing. You know, we all understand that stuff because it's taught. We literally learn it like 2 or 3 times in you know
in our curriculum. It's in our curriculum, literally.
So.
All right. Super. No. Where's the place I need to buy the bento from to trigger the Majima? I'm all about triggering Majima now. This is my life. Forest box art is great.
It is really good. That, if I recall correctly, that was actually developed, created in the overseas offices from scratch. It's one of my favorite box arts as well, actually. It just looks really awesome. The characters then, and they got these like strong brush strokes across everything. Oh, it's so tight.
Mm.
So you found Majima finally?
I did.
So awesome. Can I talk about the digital pre-order? I really want to talk about the digital pre-order, guy.
Okay. All
right, guys. So you maybe have caught it, but we announced our digital pre-order for Yakuza 6 today. So I'd like to, if you guys missed it, it's fine. That's why we're here. We're here to talk to you about it. So we're going to go over that real quick. Let's see.
Digital pre-order is now available. You can now pre-order Yakuza 6 on PlayStation 4 digitally if you don't want to do physical because you're just not into holding things.
Yeah, like me, I'm all about. Personally, I'm like a digital content guy, so I got. So yeah, we have actually a couple different offerings for different people. So we have the standard pre-order edition. It contains the game itself,
of course.
And then it actually has a theme that comes with it. You get that, I think, immediately if you pre-order. You pre-order the game, you get this like PlayStation 4 theme that has like Onimichi on the top of it and Kamurocho visuals on the bottom of it.
No music, no other icon shifts. It's just sort of two images.
Background
it's just
thing,
a thing,
simple.
but it's cool.
But you get it if you pre-order the game.
I have this on my PS4 out there, but I can't bring my PS4 out there because it's got secret stuff on it.
Secret stuff. And it's $59.99 USD, basically the same sort of equivalent price point in Europe as well. We were matching this offering in Europe, I believe.
I think so.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this is the one that I think is like bananas. Here's the one I think is bananas. So we actually created this Yakuza, the bookend games.
The bookend bundle.
We should have gone to bookend, but we didn't do that. Bookend bundle where you can get not only you get the thing above, but you also get Yakuza 0. We just threw it in there. Just, hey guys, here you go. For a amazing price of $80.
Basically, it reduces the cost of Yakuza 0 to like $20.
Yeah, you can. You're either paying full price for Yakuza 0 and getting Yakuza 6 at an amazing discount, or vice versa. Like however you want to look at it.
However you want to look at it. And you get the theme too.
And you get the theme. And you get Yakuza 0. And you get Yakuza 6. We're going to run circles all day.
Yep.
And if you happen to be one of the... almost did it.
You did it.
Did it. And if you happen to be a PSN Plus, a PS Plus user, you can get 10% off either one.
10% off!
Guys.
That's a good deal.
I don't know what else we can do.
It's like
just give it out to you guys. So, again, $60, pre-order for digital, get a free theme. If you haven't jumped on board yet, which is hard to believe with people in this chat, but
probably,
if you haven't...
If you have friends who are like, I don't buy games, I just like digital stuff, I don't know if I want to drop $60. Well, 53 might work. Or, hey, I've been telling you to get 0 for years. Guess what? You can buy them both.
Buy them both. And just start and know that you got a place to walk to. You got the start line, you got the finish line.
And then maybe someday we'll fill in the middle.
And most of you, maybe. And if you happen to be a PSN Plus user, which I think a lot of people are, you're going to get an additional $8 or $6 off that.
Yes.
So get on it, guys.
And yes, Fireball, you do get 0 with 6 in the deluxe.
In the deluxe, you do, and that's immediate. You don't just get it. As soon as you purchase it, Yakuza 0 will start downloading on your.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's immediate.
Oh my god!
You don't have to wait because it's already out.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! So go get it, guys. Get on it. Making it really easy to get on. So, and of course, in addition to that, we also have, we've been talking about this guy as well. You can still get this.
You can still get this, yes.
And
I think we've actually released a limited quantity of those premiums back out into the wild.
Oh, have we? Okay,
yeah.
Because cranking it back,
trying
to thrust it a little bit back on.
Yep.
And so get on those as well. Get on the premiums. You can find them. But then if you don't want to drop what is that thing? It's like, is that $70, $80 as well?
What, this?
No, the premium one.
Oh, the premium is 80. Yes,
it's 80, right? So if you don't want to drop $80, hey, it's fine.
Free art book.
You can this one. This is the center price game, but it comes wrapped in art.
Wrapped in the essence of art.
In the essence of art. This one's $60 as well. So go get that. These will be first launch edition. So yeah.
Yep.
Let's get them. Get on it, guys. Tell your friends. Tell your family. All
right, back to Kiwami. We got Nishida on the phone.
Nishida. Lauren, you gotta post some Nishida comics for us again. I found out she apparently hadn't actually read any of.
Oh, Lauren hadn't?
She hadn't read any of any stuff. So
she
was like, afterwards, you'll hog back out to by your desk, and she's like in the floor laughing. So yeah, this is side content that one of our fans wrote for Majima's handler, Nishida.
Fleshing out the Nishida Majima relationship. I'd love it.
It's great.
How do I make that canon?
Yeah.
People get so thrown off by this too. They're like, I don't know how much more obvious we could have made it. Don't carry weapons, Kiryu. Absolutely not. Do not go to the Majima fight with weapons. And a lot of people are like, I went with I didn't have any weapons, but nothing happened. Yeah, nothing happened. Majima needs you to have a weapon, guys. And there's lots of ways to get them. You can, if you didn't buy one from the dealer, you got them at the pawn shop. You can put them out of the locker, maybe. There's lots of ways to get these weapons. Don't even sweat it. Oh, snap. Here we go. Here we go. I love this. Here you go. You might recognize the animation from Majima's intro scene in Yakuza 0.
Nani? Majima on the beat. Ba-dong. Turvy pot.
Who could that be, Majima?
Oh, it's so good. This is like worth the playthrough in and of itself.
Absolutely.
Show me the goods.
He's actually he shouts out when this happens. Baseball style, just like you're out, kind of thing. But obviously, we couldn't. It didn't make sense for us to put into the text.
Right. Assault an officer, Kiryu.
Oh man, it's funny though. Kiryu absolutely buys into this whole thing. Whenever he runs into Officer Majima, he's like, "Damn it, cops." Oh, but man, that Majima is dangerous until you get some real weapons.
Yeah. What weapon are you carrying?
What do I have right now? Let's see.
Are you still rocking that? Earlier you were pouring like hot water on somebody's face.
I was, yes.
Right before we went online, I look over and he's pouring boiling water on some poor.
Let's just gain a little XP. It's all good. Oh no! Oh no! No! MP style. Don't heal.
That makes it so switchy there. Understanding that mechanic, like, is game changing.
Oh, absolutely. I wanted to shoot.
Since it's color based, it took me forever to like really cue in on what it was asking me to do.
Yeah, last time I was talking to Sam, like, all when they glow the same color, that's what you change to. And he's like, what?
I was like, wait, what? That's a thing? I just don't. I mean, like, that's the thing is like when you're colorblind, you just like not part of the issue of being colorblind is like really early in life you just sort of like stop paying attention to color, which kind of makes it worse, because you're just like I give up, and so nothing. Even if you can tell the difference, sometimes I'm just like, oh, a color cue, oh, that's novel. How analog. It's so analog.
As expected.
Learn the essence of Mad Dog. Dagger. Wait, so you can use that?
Yeah, he gets Majima moves. I don't know if you realize that. Yeah. Yeah, whenever you hold a knife, you'll have access to that heat action in Dragon style.
In Dragon style. Oh, okay. That's right, because the Majima stuff only unlocks the Dragon.
Correct.
Style stuff, yeah.
Where
are we going right now? What's going on? So we beat Hayashi.
What's going on? Oh, we're looking for an informant. We got to find the Florist of Sai, because we need more details. We basically the case went cold.
Right, case went cold, yeah.
Kage the Florist. Where's Smileburger? That's a good one. You can't give me Majima. I need to absolutely just do Majima stuff. That's just my... Guys, there's no better job in the world than writing Majima. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Pocket Circuit?
What is that?
It was a big fad in the 80s, Sam.
Kiryu lived in the 80s. Yeah.
Yep. That's a good side quest. If you haven't done the Pocket Circuit stuff in this game particularly, oh man, it's good.
You should do that.
Just look up the builds. Who cares?
Yeah, just think about it. Yeah. It is kind of RNG driven, but
oh no, I think my inventory's full.
What isn't these days? That's what it is.
Just want to get rid of it. Bye. Be gone. Be gone. Yes.
Can't you eat in?
Oh yeah, you can. I think you can. Okay, let's do that. We're here. Let's see. The old Smileburger combo ought to do. Nom 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 nom. Can't throw the food.
Yeah, that's
smoke and mirrors.
That's smoke and mirrors. You don't show the food because like having to animate all the stuff costs a lot of money. People don't want to spend money to do that.
I didn't get a Majima for it.
It's not really important. What's that supposed to trigger a Majima?
That triggers a Majima. Oh, I'm sad.
You have to go to the other one?
Maybe. No, this is the only Smileburger. Is it because... What's going on? Where's Majima? You have to
wait, the Nishida tells you.
Maybe. God, just want to play Majima content, guys. That's why I was like doing Kiwami. I was like, we got to do Kiwami. We got to play all the Majima everywhere. It's my secret agenda. No. You think that's going to be sexy, and it's absolutely not. Part of the trade side quest. Nope. I don't know what the encounter rate I think is reflective of the original Yakuza here as well. But it's so easy to avoid guys in Kiwami and Zero. I don't know why people always have the struggle with that. This is an interesting subquest because I think it. This is again kind of going back to the perversion of Kamurocho, because as you know, in this very square in Yakuza 0, you had a this is where Kamoji was doing his little like punch out artist thing.
Right. Fisting artist.
Yeah, the fisting artist.
He's fisting artist.
See, now it's become in 2005 this thing where this dude just literally just challenged people to fights. Like you see how the progression of time has kind of occurred here, and I think that just makes it more interesting. It doesn't even reference the Zero sub story. It's just expected you didn't kind of understand like Zero. There was this like purity, and here it's become a scam. I live for thumbs up, Kiryu and Majima. Casual thumbs up.
Punch out.
See what I mean? It's real subtle.
Yeah. Wow, he didn't stand a chance. That's $100. 10,000 yen is $100, guys. Logic. How does it work?
Oh, boys.
Where these guys come from?
Crowd.
What's this guy in the back on the right? He's like some old looking dude. Is that Kamoji, old man person?
Oh, that'd be amazing. No, he wouldn't fight Kiryu.
He's doing the fast thing.
Oh. Hey, listen. I'm trying to get my beast off the ground here.
Yeah. I love the clothesline. Clothesline's so good. Little roll. So good.
That's the other thing. People are always like, "Oh, Beast's so slow," but you just gotta know how to maneuver around with it. You know, it's like driving a tank. All right, but when they're like this, sometimes.
so remind me, like he has that guard mode where he's just like bodies.
Yeah.
That when he gets hit, he builds heat for that, right? Like
you have to learn the ability to make that build heat.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, that's what that's ultimately supposed to be used for, right?
Right. And it withstands attacks better than any of the other styles when you're in that style. And didn't need a heat action. Sometimes I hate when I waste heat actions. Did I see the steamed hams? You bet I saw the steamed hams. I retweeted the steamed hams. Did you see the steamed hams?
I seem to recall that, but remind me what.
Okay, there's some fucking Simpsons thing going around where like it was a meme with the scene with Seymour and the principal, and he's making the steamed hams that kept on fire, and it's like with the Krusty Burger, and like these aren't steamed hams. It's great. It's a great scene stand alone.
Yes.
But someone turned it into Yakuza 0 with like the don-dons and the text boxes and oh man,
I did see it.
Thank you.
I remember.
Thank you guys for being ridiculous.
Yes. Why,
thank you, gentlemen. Words of wisdom from Kiryu at the end of every sub-story in this game. I love that.
Brian's asking if the After Hours Premium Edition is a code for Yakuza 0, like the digital version. No, because the digital version comes with the extra game, but the physical version comes with whiskey glasses.
2 whiskey glasses, 2 ice stones, 2 coasters, a giant art book. Bigger and more fuller.
We should bring that in.
The other one. We should bring that in.
Hey, Lauren, can you bring us the art books?
Yep.
Please. It comes with a big art book, which we'll show in a second. And, yeah.
And all the drinking equipment.
Things to put your alcohol in.
Your beverage of choice.
Your beverage of choice. The stream is rated M for alcohol.
The other thing you can do to knock off guys is to have a conversation with an NPC. If you didn't know that. If you're ever being chased, just go talk to an NPC.
And then, because everyone's all like, hey,
I'm not part of this scene, actually. This is interesting, too, because I think that the original text for this game didn't have Kiryu ever been inside West Park.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and because of Zero, and sometimes I don't think this actually gets changed on the Japanese side because they're a little bit more like Slavish to like how it was in the original game.
Mm-hmm.
But if Zero happened chronologically, and it did, then we would always update that on our side. And this is one of those areas where Kiryu was like, yeah, I've actually been there because you've been inside West Park before in Zero.
So these are the art books. So you guys know this is the premium edition one, which we were just talking about. So this thing comes with your After Hours edition.
Ooh, forward by me. Woo! Ooh, I don't think we ever showed these before.
Oh, look at this, guys.
Oh, man.
Special treat. I'm not going to touch it, I'll break it. Get it up close.
It's tough to see. It's the etching. This is etched, literally etched. But yes, that is a dragon tattoo on a whiskey glass.
And it comes with these
sweet Tojo Clan coasters.
Prove your allegiance
to the Tojo Clan. Take your oath.
Take your oath. That should have been the tagline.
Yeah.
Swear your oath to the family. What would you do for your family? But yeah, you guys can see this is great. We've been posting these all over social.
And this is the section that's different for the collector's edition book. The standard one only has the fan art. The big book goes into gives you all character art, a bunch of stuff. A selfie section. Why not?
Right. Yep. You wrote the forward on this?
I did write the forward on this.
It's in the forward is translated into 5 languages. So it's in what I'm assuming is French, Italian.
I didn't take credit for the forward. It's just literally a forward, but someone had to write it.
and then this is the one. This is literally like if you just buy the game, like you bought the game, you get this thing with it. This is the sort of.
This is the packed in art book.
It's a book of nothing.
It's a book of nothing. No, it has all the fan art in it though. It's a little smaller. Yeah, I mean, who's that? Who's that excellent chicken?
So, yeah, just buy the game, and then if you don't have anywhere to put it, like you don't need the extra stuff, you just need the game. That's what the digital version's for. So again, like we said earlier, digital pre-order went up today. You can get the game, or you just buy it and you'll get a free theme. You buy the premium edition, the deluxe digital pre-order edition. You'll get the game, the theme, and Yakuza 0 all together.
Yeah.
Bling.
Yeah, I have a bottle of mystery liquid. Here we go. Drink some mystery liquid, sir.
It's like antifreeze or something.
I love it.
Jesus, get it out of here.
This guy's actually pretty tough. This is like the next level of Mr. Shakedown. Again, a perversion of Kamurocho. You just see it. It's so something.
So someone's asking the question. So we mentioned last week, if you guys come to our art show, which is on March 17th.
Yes.
3 o'clock. I have a special guest there. I'm going to plug that real quick. So,
okay, plug.
We're going to have the art shows on March 17th. It's just east of LA. So come visit us. We're going to be there. We're going to have some special guests.
Don't come for me, though. Don't come for Sam.
Yeah, we're going to be there, but the reason you should come is because Daisuke Sato is going to be there. He's the kind of the head of
the Yakuza series.
Studios, the Yakuza series. And then we're also going to have Horitomo, who's the tattoo artist who's been doing all the tattoo art since the birth of the series. So
This all the dragon, the Hanya, everything.
all that stuff. So he's going to be there. He's going to do a live demonstration of his work. You'll be able to get his. And on top of that, sorry, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on there. On top of that, we're actually going to be taking orders for the game on site. And if you order the game on site, you'll be able to receive the art book in hand at that time. And if you like, you'll be able to have not only Sato-san or Horitomo sign the book. I think we're going to have some of the artists there as well who can actually sign their work for you as well.
Absolutely, you'll be able.
So if you order the game pre-ordered in there, my understanding, how it's been told to us, we're not exactly like the logistics people. But our understanding is that you order it there, they will ship your game straight to the warehouse.
And you get a second art book.
And you'll get a second art book. Sorry. And so the question was, is when it ships from the warehouse, are you going to get it the day of release?
We asked that, and the answer is still, they've said that we'll make it by release.
That's what they told us. If I had to guess, if they're shipping, since they tend to ship everything out at the same time, and my understanding is that you're going to get your game the same time the stores get it, potentially.
Oh, that could be early.
So that maybe a couple days early.
Oh,
I can't promise that, but I'm just trying to think of
things change, roads, snowstorms, you never know.
But if everything's going out at the same time, as it's been explained to us, then you potentially could get it, maybe like a day earlier. So there you go.
You can't hear us clearly.
Yep, they're working on it.
Oh, damn it, guys! Ryan, fix it. We need to stop. Is it that bad?
Is it bad at the point we got to cut off, guys?
Fixed. I'm seeing it fixed.
Okay. Now you're good.
Awesome.
Okay. All right.
Back in business.
Oh yeah, and people remind me. So you'll be able to buy shirts. There's these cool shirts. They kind of look like what Scott's got on.
This minus the zero logo. It's a 6 logo. It's got a dragon going down it.
We'll also be giving away. I can just show you guys this. I have a thing.
Oh, you saw the thing.
I still have a thing. I just stop.
Whoa!
So there you go. So you show up. These shirts will be on sale, and the first 200 people who walk through the door are going to get these hella sweet
Onomichio-kun
pins. So, yeah.
Come,
please. Come celebrate your fandom with everyone who's involved with the series, and
to you.
That. Yep. I'm super excited for that. People are also asking if we're going to stream it.
We're going to try.
We can barely stream.
I know.
Keep things together here. We are going to try. We're just going to try. If I have to pull out my phone and Twitter stream it from on site, I'll do that.
Yakuza fan guy was like, just use your phone, guys. I don't care. I need to see this.
I'll just be like, hey guys. So we'll do that if we have to. Public bathroom for everyone.
Cute. The deal with Onomichio-kun, yes, he's from Yakuza 6, and he's gonna be a pretty popular guy, I think.
Hey, I think people really like Onomichio.
See, Sai no Kawara.
Yeah, Sai.
River of...
Sai no Kawara is...
River of Sai.
Yeah, it's
right?
the river bank of the River of Sai.
Yes.
Direct translation. River bank of the River of Sai.
Which we just continue to call Purgatory.
Yeah. It's the mouth.
Right. You can see why they called it Purgatory, really.
Yeah. So one of the things I think we probably talked about this before, but in localization, one of the things that we get really like cognizant about is how long terms are, like, because we're always worried about a word or something like fitting in a text box or whatever. So every time we see like a long name for something, we're all like, is there a shorter way we can say that? Just in case, because you never know when that word is going to be used in some place in the UI, it doesn't fit. But now that you've written the entire story text based on like this one rendering of the word, and then you're like, oh crap, there's this one place in the UI that it doesn't fit. So now we need to change the word so it fits and go back and change the text so it matches.
Yep.
Don't want to do that.
It's the worst.
It's the worst.
I'm in line break hell right now, believe me. I need to go outside and do some line breaks, guys. This is the exciting part of localization when you're like, my entire game's line breaks are all messed up.
Yeah, so interesting thing, guys. One of the interesting things, this has been a long-running thing in Japanese localization, is that in Japanese, since every character is like the same width, and they want to strictly define when a line break happens in the language, they don't actually build auto line breaks.
Yeah, it's not like you can just type and it automatically drops to the next line. It doesn't just we have to define that.
Yeah.
And so if you screw it up,
yeah,
bad.
And if you don't know, and usually you often don't know what your text looks like in game until the developers have been like, okay, we're ready to work on your text now. Please give us your text. And at that point, you're already like some portion of the way through the game. So you've had to make some assumptions on where your text is going to be. And so you give them the text, and then they put it in, you see it, and you have like a text box that has like text running only like this far, because you assumed too conservatively.
Yeah.
You know, that and so like only half the text box is being used. Or the opposite case being like you assume too much, and now your text is all running out of the box.
Yep.
So,
and it's not like the boxes change shapes with you.
No, they don't change. So that's a... So you try one thing and then you put it in and you're like, that didn't work out. And then you have to go through the entire game again and reset all your line breaks.
Yep. And this is a conversation that happens in localization where you're like, what's the lowest line break game you've ever had to work on, man? And my answer is always Knights of the Nightmare, which was 2 lines of 22.
2 lines of 22. 44 characters with an arbitrary cutoff in between.
Right.
That's guys.
Yep.
Guys. That's rough.
It was rough.
Yeah, my line break hell game, I think, was it was a 3DS game called Dokubon Journey.
Oh yeah,
remember that? So Dokubon Journey had its thing was that it had 8 characters for the items, and the character name had to define, like the item name had to define, like if it had a property and what kind of weapon it was. So like fire sword. Wouldn't fit, because that's 9. Like what? That's 10 characters.
Yep.
You can't write fire sword, so it ends up being like fire sword,
F sword,
or fur sword, or something like that, right? You know. You're
right. 6 has no text boxes, Coaster. That was actually a really interesting development for that game. You can make one of these hostesses trip out and start spinning in circles. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, you're making her head go spin, though.
Yeah.
This is crazy. This is like, so can you go back to, I mean, is it easy for people to realize that this is like built into like a subway station? I mean, like you go in and it's like you're walking down the subway station, you're on the tracks, and all of a sudden it's like you're in a cave, right? Like it's it's really bizarre.
Yeah, I don't know that people really catch that this is a subway.
Yeah, you get this, you see that pillar like in the middle that's like a subway kind of thing going on there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just built on, there's like water here.
Yeah.
What is going on? Oh, dude, there's a shiny.
A shiny? Ooh. Gosh. I don't know if we've already said this, but that is our way of saving you a lot of text. The original Japanese was there's something on the floor here, and if you had to have that play out before you could grab the thing every time, we were like, oh god, it's painful. You get it? There's something on the floor there. Here we go. Florist.
The Asian version, the Asian English version of Yakuza 6, content-wise, is the same, but you don't get any. It's just a game in a box. So you don't get this stuff with it.
And it's gonna cost you more because you'll have to import.
I don't recommend it.
And yeah, you're destroying us.
It doesn't help. It's not gonna help us. It's not gonna help us, and you won't get the art book. It's gonna cost you more.
Thank you, Techno. Is it Yakuza 6 drama? That answers your question.
See the Yakuza 6 J drama released over here? I am not aware of a Yakuza 6 J drama. You just made that up. Is that a thing? Hold up, I'm gonna Google that.
If we don't know it, it's probably not coming.
I don't know what that is. J drama? Is that a thing? What? This computer doesn't have Japanese installed.
10年前堂島の竜っていや相当なもんだった。俺はヤクザってのが死ぬほど嫌いでな。だが
Yep, made it up.
I think you guys made that up.
覗き趣味でよ。あんたが天下の登場会敵に回して何
Came before the original release. You talking about the alpha?
No, no.
The one that
They're
like
talking
the demo
about
that came with Kiwami?
No, some J drama means like it was like some live action.
Oh.
I don't know. I'll look it up when I get back to my desk. I've literally never heard of that before.
仕事をしてもらおう。堂島の竜にしかできねえ仕事をな。
So I continue like we said it before. I'm always like on different kinds of forums and whatnot, like looking at people's reactions, and people continue to pick up Kiwami because it's such a deal right now. I'm seeing a lot of
like steal Kiwami right now.
Yeah. Don't steal Kiwami.
It's basically stealing.
We're like, woo! People are picking up and they're like, whoa!
This is it. This is the line. We're like, why does the Sanzu River run through purgatory?
Right. Yeah.
We struggled with this one.
So, yeah, and a lot of people responded positive. They're like, I had no idea, kind of thing. So, get out there, keep talking about that.
Yep.
And tell your friends, tell your family. Tell your enemies. I don't even care. Like, tell everyone.
Tell everyone. All right, we got time to do the Coliseum? What is our time like?
I think we got a little longer.
All right.
Let's keep going.
3 dudes in a row. No arms, no armor.
So yeah, so kind of picking up on Technocenter's asking a question about word continuing from the end of one line to the start of the next one. It is a concern. It actually is a concern in Japanese, but unlike English, there's no delineation because Japanese doesn't use spaces. So there's no like logical way to delineate when to cut a line. So it always has to be done manually. It always has to be done manually. And since you know exactly how many characters you can fit in a line, when they're writing the scripts, they can just be like da-da-da-da-da, click, da-da-da-da, click. But English, typically your characters are like variable width. So like an I and an L are really thin, but a W and an M is really fat. You can't just be like, I can fit X number of characters in English because it just changes dramatically based on what you're saying in the line. So in Japanese, they don't need auto returns because it's not useful to them because they're like, I have 20 characters and I just need to cut the line before I hit 20. But in English, you kind of want to run it all the way to the line and have it auto break around, cutting on the space. So it's just the way we organize our language. Is just
I want to say this is technically the first time you see his tattoo.
This one?
Yeah, when he walks into this Coliseum.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Has he ever taken off his shirt prior to that?
I guess not.
Yeah, so you get like a little like whoa moment. That's what happened to me in the original. I was like, oh my god, look at that tat.
Did he do this?
No, he just walks up.
He just walks up.
Go, Daniel Feldman. You must die.
What is this guy's name?
Daniel Feldman. He escaped American conflict.
Escaped American conflict. Because there's a hell of Japanese name for that.
Daniel.
They cut it. It's like the fact that they cut at the sleeves or whatever. So it's just this is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Get him!
The wrestling's so good.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Actually, I was like Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's actually what I thought as well. I didn't want to say it out loud. But yeah. I'm sure they do that. I'm sure they look up like wrestlers and stuff like that to get like inspiration for like what they should look like. It's hard to create, assets like this and whatnot are really hard to just create in a vacuum. You always have to have some kind of like
some
kind of like basic like, okay, I'm gonna try to replicate something similar to this. Lauren, hook me up with this article for
the J-drama. What is going on? What is that?
I'm gonna have to look this up. Apparently, Black Panther.
Black Panther is like for some reason making the rounds again, and people are like, "When is that coming?" And it's guys,
it's a PSP game.
Like we can't possibly do that. Can you imagine telling your boss, "I'd like to localize a PSP game now"? the year is 2018.
We would be laughed out of that. We're like, get out, thrown out the window. PSP game.
I promise.
Guys, real talk, all right? The PSP era in J3 localization was a dark time, very dark time, because all the games came out on PSP, all the JRPG fans wanted them, but that was it. That was it. No one else wanted them.
And they were really easy to pirate.
They're really easy to pirate. Ultimately the sales were always really low. And the games were like full-fledged JRPGs.
With the huge amounts of text.
Really big. That was a dark time, man. The PSP era was a dark time. Because there's actually a lot of good content.
There's a
lot of really good games on PSP, but man, the sales were so abysmal. So abysmal. So like we as localizers were like, kind of want to localize this game, kind of want to release it, but kind of don't because no one's gonna we're gonna get that small group of people who will be like, yeah, of course, yeah, thanks.
Yeah, we love it. Thank you for bringing out this game.
No money. They make no money.
10 people bought this game.
These were dark times.
Anyway, the thing going around about the Black Panther games now is that apparently there's like this nugget of lore in there that the reason punks continue to pick on Kiryu despite knowing who he is that it's like a hazing initiation, like a hazing ritual in their gangs. And that's pretty funny. If that's in there, I don't know. I haven't seen it. It's not referenced in any other titles, that's for sure.
Do you know anything about the game?
I know nothing. Yeah.
GB Holmes.
Gary Buster Holmes. This guy's great. I love Gary. Gary's hurting. Gary. Oh, Gary. There's a sub-story, and I forget which one it is, that, oh no, Gary, don't kill me.
Get you, man.
He's getting me. Where the people think it's a ghost in Kamurocho Hills because they hear all this grunting and like clanging at night. Turns out Gary Buster Holmes is just out there working at night. Oh, it's great.
How does he come back?
He comes back, yeah.
Is he just in 1, 2?
No, 3, I think, too.
3?
That might be where the sub-story is 3.
3 they get back.
Get what? Max, the first appearance 3.
Did you? I got a Japanese girlfriend. I want to practice my Japanese with you. Let's exchange emails. Get pen pals. Get you set up on your block.
Mac yo.
Oh, great. Because that's like a real thing. That's like I could totally see, like, imagine like meeting that kid. That'd be so.
Well, that's what it was in 4. Gary Buster Holmes makes a lot of appearances,
That was
guys.
in 4, so he's coming back.
Someone would love if Ishin and Kenzan were localized. First time I've ever heard that one.
What's an Ishin?
What?
What's an Ishin?
I don't know.
We actually had a really. I think most of you guys have. We actually did a AMA. A Reddit AMA like many months ago. Not too many months ago, maybe like half a year, something like that. And we actually talk a lot about. We talk about a lot of stuff, but one of the things we cover is Ishin. So if you are interested in hearing our opinions about Ishin and the things surrounding it, I would recommend looking that up. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good reference. I don't think the situation has really changed that much since then. So,
yep. No time, nowhere to put it.
No time, nowhere to put it.
That's the short answer.
No time, nowhere to put it. Leveling up?
Don't mind me. Gained a lot of XP from that Coliseum.
That character in the middle of the screen there for you Japanese aficionados is Waza. Waza means like a technique or a skill. That one right there, that one's Kokoro, which means the heart or the sort of the mind, the inner self.
We kept those titles. I mean, that's exactly what they were: Body, Soul, and Tech from the original Yakuza.
Yeah, because it worked. That's right.
Yeah.
Body, Soul, and Tech. Soul's, Spirit would probably be a little bit more nuanced, accurate, but Soul worked because 4 letters,
right?
4 letters, small word.
Oh, damn.
奴の動きは4代目の椅子を狙っているようにしか見えねえ。かもしれんな。だが今の登場界は群雄割拠だ。3代目は死ぬ。まだ決まってない。
Yeah, I'm hungry. That's what's gonna kill the stream. Is literally the.
Yeah, we're gonna get that. That's really. There's gonna be a point where like you're gonna start hearing your stomach's growl, and we're gonna be like, later, guys.
100億を奪ったのはユミって女だ。こいつは登場界で裏取ってるうち、妹の水木が事件の直前、いよいよ本星ってわけだが。水木の娘。なんだって？登場界は水木の娘を探している。はるか。おととい顔を隠した妙な女が来てな。
Juicy plot details.
Yeah.
さあな、女の顔は見たが、俺には得体のわからんやつとは仕事もできねえからな。なんだ。そうか、わかった。
So he used to be a cop, right?
Yes.
Like his backstory.
客だ。客？見に行くぞ。足元忠一郎。何
talking about the new future. The future is kind of hard when it comes to the line of business, but is it possible?
Yeah,
oh, God. God, guys. We're not going to make it down.
Okay, but here, let's do some real talk. So the fact that you keyed in on that is really interesting because it means that, like, that you understand the challenges there. But obviously, we have nothing to discuss, nothing to announce or anything about that particular title at this time. But you know, it is a challenge. There's a lot going on right now, so keep your eyes on this space, kind of thing. But
we don't want it to get Ishin either.
Yeah, we don't. That's why we're here day in and day out, doing our jobs, doing what we do, getting on stream, talking to you guys about it. So, you know, we are here, but you know, everything we discuss on this stream is like, we try to be as real and honest about stuff as we can. So, I want you guys to feel like, you know, you have no idea what's going on. Yes, sir, Bill. That game's coming out in Japan soon.
Yeah, really soon.
I kind of want to look it up.
Marchish?
I think it's March. There's still a lot coming out in Japan in March. Oh. No, man. It comes out like next week.
Oh my god. Faster than I thought.
Yeah.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, it's coming out next week. So, I know some of you guys are probably important in that game.
Probably.
So, come tell us what you think.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear it. You know,
Yeah.
We're not going to shy away from the fact that that game is in fact coming out in Japanese.
Not like it doesn't exist.
It's like yeah, it exists. So.
Just don't tell us you hate it or we'll never do it.
Yeah. Or you can tell us you hate it, but you'll buy it anyway.
Yeah, that'll work.
That's kind of
You gotta double dip.
What are these dudes beating old Date with like Bokutos and stuff?
Yeah,
That's
man.
awful, man.
These jerks. Save the date. You guys caught that too. It's save Date, but oh yeah, every time you read that, you're like, the English mind takes over. You're like, save the date.
So in the original game, is this area with like all the homeless in the park? That's still an area in the game.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, no. Put away your sticks, guys. That's the other thing about that is it's an omnidirectional block.
Yeah. So even just behind you.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Yeah. Okay. You're way more effective with that than I am.
Really?
Yeah. I just get. I'm too just go forward. That's all it works. All over. Yeah.
That's what I really dislike about the style system that really is kind of perfected in Kiwami when you think about it. Like, very balanced. No matter which style you're using, if you have a preference toward one, there's something weak or strong about it. I don't think I ever put on my beard yet.
You know, these text boxes with the item names, did they extend that in the English version, or is that the same? Did you guys ask them?
I don't think we
They're
asked
really
for
long.
They are long, aren't
They're
they?
really long.
久しぶりですね、伊達さん。桐生、例の子さらった車はバッティングセンターに止まった。
We get shit sometimes for having mixed uses of batting cages and batting center. Sorry.
It's interesting. One of the interesting like subtle things is that like the florist is kind of he's very like casual with Kiryu, Like he's just like Kiryu, whatever. But he's kind of like a little bit more polite with Date because Date's still a cop. It's kind of like a senpai, kind of a senpai figure, I guess. So that was like that's like a small subtlety that it's really hard to like pull into the English. But we do try, but yeah, it's like a very, very subtle thing. Save Haruka. Damn, Date is rough.
No match for the Majima family, Date.
This is like a run music, like
go, like the go music.
Go. You gotta get there fast. Don't stop and play darts while in this particular time frame. Don't stop. Don't play darts. Don't gamble. Don't put the batting cages. Go now.
I didn't realize he was like, "Why did you guess?" And Kiryu's like, "No."
See, there you go. That's it. So this is the line where we define the whole thing. We like lay it out for you guys. We hide that stuff in there.
Yep, you gotta look, but it's there.
But it's there. We do put it in. I'm pretty sure that's not the full. That's not exactly what they said. Yeah,
probably not.
But we worked that in there.
All right, you want to get down on Majima and then call it a night?
I think that's probably good.
All right.
What's in Majima?
I think it's Majima.
Oh, that's right. You were saving the one where you stupid motherfucker. That's a classic one.
That's a good one.
It's a good one. It's good.
Mark Hamill did his very best.
It's good, man. It's really good.
Oh, no.
I'm jealous, man. There's some photos of like some of the Sega boys from back in the day that I've seen, and they're like taking pictures with him or whatever. And I'm like, man.
I've seen a lot of people like, because I have like literally every word Yakuza convention that in my tag, like see it. People ask him like, "Hey man, do you still remember Yakuza? Do you remember even voicing that game?" He never responds. Why would he? It's a Jedi.
Thanks, Dante. I try.
Oh, your impression?
I got it.
What are you? I bet you're scared of the Majima family.
We did actually. There was like this sort of like not really serious conversation about generating a joke DLC that just had the dub over in it at some point, but you just turn it on and like it would just have English where the English existed. But like the technical requirements for something like that are like super high, and there's all these corner cases, and we'd have to pay for the rights pay for the voice rights,
which would have made that DLC pretty expensive.
Very expensive, yeah. It'd probably have been like a $20 DLC to make it work, But I'm sure you guys are like, I would have paid for that. I know you would have, but
you're kind of alone.
You're alone, and there's also a lot of other stuff to work on.
Yep.
We need to focus our efforts. So. Just imagine.
Go.
The batting cage in Shinjuku that this is supposed to be based off of. I think I mentioned it before, but the lobby area is a little different looking, but the inside of the batting cages looks just like this. Like you peek in there, you're like, oh my god, that's literally what it looks like.
Those shoes.
堂島の竜と直接やり合える本物の命張った喧嘩ができるなあケルちゃんなら
You can already see that the Yakuza developers have like a sense of humor here.
Right.
Like, before they even got to the nonsense about everything. Death Horn. Look at that guy's jacket. Look at this dude wearing a suit in the Majima family. Motherfucker! Yep.
Is that actually a thing?
Oh, that's not a trophy. That So yeah, we're talking about the fight someone named Sega thing achievement that happens. It's not a trophy, but it's an achievement, one of the completion list things, because there's randomly guys that'll name Sega.
Because Sega can actually be like a person name. You can have a person name.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah, that's a name. Yeah.
Just that Nishikani Yaguratas. Oh man, this is actually a rough fight. I bet I'm underprepared. No,
That's interesting. I was saying in the remake, they actually had
I remember. Yeah.
Shooting balls here. That would be awful.
That would be even worse.
Awful. That'd be awful.
Always take care of the tacos before you worry about Majima. Another easy way to do this is you have it. Oh, I don't think I even have it. The one where you just tosses all the dudes around. Great heat action. God. I got him? Alright. Me and you, Majima. Oh, you can't. Shoot up. Heat. I want to try something. Experimental.
Experimental.
No. There goes the heat.
Yeah, you just put it. Tracking this.
Insult to injury with that extra stab. There it is. There's the heat action.
Oh, did it?
Off
Okay.
of the face.
That heat
all I
action.
wanted.
Heat action specific to this place. The question if we're gonna stream some Yakuza 5. Actually,
I think that's on the schedule.
it's on the schedule. I think what we're gonna do, just to kind of preview that, I think what we're gonna do with Yakuza 5 is we're gonna play Kiryu's first chapter, and then we're gonna skip Saejima, and then we're gonna go to Haruka's chapter. And we're not gonna play to the end. I don't feel like we need to do that. But we're gonna definitely play like Kiryu's part and Haruka's part, or at least some of Haruka's part until we get close to the release. So yeah, you guys should tune in for that. I think that'll be fun.
That will be fun.
That'll be fun.
There's so much to do in that game. And you get to see Sunbori in its most recent incarnation.
Yeah. So, and I'm really excited. Like the Haruka section is really fun because it's such a different.
Yeah, it's absolutely.
It's such a different game. You know, there's dancing. She's got to go to her like little
handshake events
and like signing stuff and all that. So that's really fun. So yeah, we are planning on doing some Yakuza 5. And the demo is still coming out on 27th.
Yep.
Demo is coming out 27th, guys. So that's like we call it the prologue. It's like the first,
like the first half of chapter 1.
Yeah, and you can. So here's the cool thing about Yakuza, about the opening to Yakuza 6 demo, is you can actually play it and be like, if you don't feel like you, like let's say you came in a little late to the story, like you just came on board Zero Kiwami, you can actually play that and then go like, okay, what do I feel like I'm missing? And if you feel like you're missing something, check out the Yakuza Experience site. where we have our
Turns out we have built an entire website specifically for that purpose.
Yeah, so you can actually go check that out. Kind of check out the comics that we have up there, and try to put all the pieces together so you know what you want to know where you need to be at. Yakuza 6. And honestly, like when you get to the end of the demo, like everything that's basically after the end of the demo, it's like completely self-contained to Yakuza 6. Like only the demo part of the game has anything really to do with like Yakuza 6. I feel like. Am I wrong on that?
What do you mean?
Because it's like you discover like you get up to the Chinatown bit, right?
Right. There's like a wall blocking you from progressing.
So you get everything up, all the stuff that like is like really connected to the previous parts of the previous games, all happens in the demo. And and everything once you get to the end demo, everything that kind of happens out past that is all
like this is now finally like
you're now in 6. So you actually be able to play the demo for free and be like, do I feel like I'm on board with this? Do I feel like I understand where we are going to this game? So yeah, I mean it's a great demo, guys. It's a great demo.
Yep. And even after you hit that wall where it's like you can't progress any further, you can still run around and do like some of the mini games. Karaoke's unlocked. The batting cages are unlocked. What else? The gym is unlocked. It's brand new.
How high can you level?
I'm not sure, but you can definitely invest in your stats. You can't buy any abilities, but you can invest in your like basic stats.
You could farm. Maybe you can farm up.
Yep.
Pretty tough. Yeah. So yep, that's coming out.
Check out the battle system. It's all in.
Why is this dude stabbing Majima? Because he
Majima just ducked in front of a knife meant for Kiryu.
The game, the Yakuza 6 is like a 36 gigabyte.
The demo is the same size, guys. The demo's massive.
Yeah, so
it's just a tech thing, but you're going to end up having to put that on your console anyway.
Yeah, so you go ahead and demo, like, reserve the space on your console for it. And yeah. It's a big game. It's a big game. Are we going to play some VF5 in the gallery?
Why? It's a bit you want to challenge Sato-san to some VF5?
縛られて真っ暗な部屋に。でも外が急にうるさくなって、そしたら知らないおじさんが来て逃げなって。知らないおじさん？誰だキリ？いや、
spoilers. Every time I get to the scene, I'm like, how's that? But it's Terada, right?
君お姉ちゃんが。お母さんはなんでお母さんに会えないの?
You'll need to delete the demo. The demo and the full game are not the same thing. So,
but the save does carry over. And if you delete the game, you're not deleting your save.
Yeah. So if you download the demo and play through it, you've got the space for the full game. So delete the demo when you go to buy the full game and then start down.
お母さんが持ってたペンダント。お母さんの。そう。はるかちゃんにって預かってきたんだ。だからもう少し待ってあげて。ね。大事なお守りだから、これ持ってること。知らない人に話しちゃダメ。
No, that's later. She just revealed that she has it.
お守りだから。
そのペンダントを知らないおじさんは欲しがったのか？
大事に持ってなさいってこれには。
Yes, the Kiwami Steelbook. A lot of effort went into that. A lot of thought into how that would all work. We were pretty scared about how that would like play out with like revealing Haruka.
Yeah, because so they cut this thing out of Haruka out of it, and if like the cut wasn't perfect, you get the box and like they wouldn't like exactly line up.
Yeah, that would have been so scary.
And it'd have been like, oh god, we really want to roll the dice on this because you can't really guarantee that it's all going to work out.
Yep. There's variance.
There's a lot of variance. So, but it sounds like it worked out. It sounds like everyone got it when it needed to, was lined up the way it needed to be.
Damn. Details.
Okay.
All right.
right, so yeah, we'll just run through the kind of the things real quick. So we have the again to remind you guys, if you haven't got it already, check out the LE standard price, but it comes with an art book. We also have we announced our digital pre-order. You can get pre-order, you get a free theme, and if you get this deluxe pre-order edition that comes with Yakuza 0, if you're crazy, and I hope you are crazy, that's a super deal, guys.
The bookend bundle, unofficial name.
You get the bookend bundle, and if you have if you're PS Plus, you're going to get an even better deal on that. So check that out. And one further announcement. So we've got just to kind of tease a little bit something for next week. We have an announcement, a non-Yakuza related announcement coming for next week. And so we're going to be probably talking about that on the stream next week. So we're going to start kind of changing our format a little bit because we over here at Sega work on a whole bunch of different games. So we're going to continue to do this Yakuza stuff, especially up front. So we want you guys to keep joining us. But we're going to start introducing some additional content in the stream. And so stay tuned for next week. And
I'm getting the boot. They're giving me the boot. Yeah. I thought my professional career as a streamer was happening. And
giving him a break. Giving him a break. Because you got to fix all those line breaks.
Ouch.
So next week we're going to have not only Yakuza, we're going to talk about some other stuff as well. Stay tuned. It's going to be super fun. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. And we will see you next Friday. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys.